Hi everyone. So today I'm going to teach you how to solve quadratic equations like this by using completing the square method. Now, last lesson I've taught you how to solve quadratic equations by factorizing it. So let's just do a quick one just to recap what we learned. So I'm going to factorize this. Okay, and then from here I taught you how to solve for x by looking at the brackets individually. So we've got two answers here. Now, the problem in our next question is you can't actually easily factorize it like this. Because if you have a look at this equation, it's actually quite hard to factorize it because there are no two numbers that I can really multiply to get minus 11, but at the same time I have to get 6. So the technique is, what you do is I'm going to write this out, okay? But I want to take that minus 11 to the other side. So that equals, if I bring to the other side, that becomes plus 11. Now I left this gap here because I'm going to fill this in with a number soon. And here's what I'm going to do. What you do is you take that middle number in front of x. I'm going to divide that by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. Then what you've got to do after that is I'm going to square it. 3 squared is 9. So what I'm going to do is add 9 next to 6x. You've always got to plus the number that you get here. Now because I've added 9 here, I've also got to add 9 here to balance things out. Now the reason why I wanted that is because I can factorize this now. So if I factorize x squared plus 6x plus 9, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 plus 3 is 6. So this gives me, by writing brackets, is that. Now remember from last lesson, if you have two of the same brackets, it's the same thing as just writing that square. This is what I want because this is a perfect square. And that is equal to 11 plus 9, which is 20. This is what I want, but that's not your answer yet. Because remember, we're doing all of this because we're trying to find what the value of x is. So let's solve for x. I'm going to do my work here. So right now I've got x plus 3 squared equals to 20. Now, I need to get rid of the squared by square rooting the 20. So that leaves x plus 3 by itself equals plus or minus root 20. Okay? That is gone here. Now finally, bring this plus 3 to the other side, which will leave x by itself. So that becomes minus 3 plus or minus root 20. This is your solution to that quadratic equation. Your solution here can be written in two separate answers. You could write or x is equal to minus 3 plus root 20. The second one is x equals to minus 3 minus root 20. You can write your answers in two separate forms like that. It's the same thing. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is apply these same steps into the next example here. But before I do, let me just label the key steps that I did. The first step that I did was bring the number without x to the other side. Second step, I got the middle number in front of x, divided by 2, squared it, and then I added it on to both sides. Step 3, I factorized it. Then step 4, I solved it for x. Let's follow these 4 steps over here. Alright, first to set it up, write the first 2 terms. Okay, leaving a gap. First step, bring minus 3 to the other side, it becomes plus 3. Now, the second step, get that middle number divided by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then I square it, which is 16. This is a number that you always have to plus, not minus. It's always plus next to it. If you did it here, you have to do it to the other side as well, remember, to balance it out. Now, third step, let's factorize that. So in this case, 4 times 4 is 16. 4 plus 4 is 8. So that's fine. That's great. That's what I want. So I've got x plus 4 and another x plus 4. And like I said, if you have two of the same thing, it's the same thing as just writing a square. And remember, that's what you always want. You always want a perfect square. And that is equal to 3 plus 16, which is 19. So we're up to the fourth step where we've got to just solve for x now. So remember, we're trying to solve for x. In order to do that, get rid of the squared. So x plus 4 is equal to plus or minus square root of 19. Finally, x is equal to, bring the plus 4 to the other side, get minus 4 plus or minus square root of 19. Okay? So this is how you solve quadratic equations if you can't factorize it straight away. Okay? Now in the next video, as you can see, it takes a lot of steps to solve this type of quadratic equations. I'm going to teach you a shortcut on how to solve these type of equations in a shorter method. So tune in and watch the next video.